the Octonauts and the Kilimanjaro climb.
You look so tall and handsome.
Oh, thank you.
Oh, I was talking to our little tree friend, Tunip. But you look handsome too. When these saplings grow into trees, it will mean more water for the plants and animals that live here at the foot of Mount Kilimanjaro. Tree roots help water soak into the ground. The water from the glacier melts and flows down the mountain. And the roots of the trees we are planting will help retain the water in the soil to keep it moist and healthy. That is a very good thing because creatures and plants need water to survive. But it is also a very big job.
Octo Agent Selma, help us arrive.
Oh, my stems and petals!
Don't you mean trees and trunks? This is the Pterogup 8. I modeled it after an elephant. It's got everything you might need for planting missions. I made sure there's lots of room for carrying trees in the cargo area. And it's also well equipped to help you unload them. Oh, and here's my favorite part. I built a special hose for watering plants. See?
Gracias, Tweet. There is a lot of forest that needs to be replanted.
In that case, we'd better get to work.
Here's the plan. The Pterogup 2 digs the holes.
The Pterogup 1 plants the trees.
And the Pterogup 8 waters them.
Avast, ye elephants! Those trees are for planting, not for eating.
Actually, Quasi, elephants are very important for all the plants and creatures that live here.
Shellington is right. Elephants spread seeds around so new trees can grow. They help clear grasslands for grazing animals. Even their footprints create puddles that collect water from mice and shrews.
Hello, we are the Octonauts, and we're helping replant the forest to provide more water for the creatures and plants that live here.
Nice to meet you. My name is Wangari, and this is my family. Oh, we're sorry if we hurt your trees. It's been a very dry summer. Food is hard to find, and we haven't had a proper mud bath in weeks.
Elephants need mud baths to protect their skin from the sun and biting insects.
Well, we can certainly help with food.
Thank you. What kind of elephant is that?
The Pterogup 8 just looks like an elephant, but it can still help with a mud bath.
Ooh, look at that!
Oh, I haven't felt so cool and comfortable in ages. Thank you, Octonauts. We'll make sure not to trample your saplings.
Why, thank you, Wangari. Our friend Dashi should be bringing us another load of trees any moment. Dashi, how close are you to our location?
We're flying toward the summit of Kilimanjaro now, Captain.
Very good. We'll see you soon.
It's a beautiful mountain.
Kilimanjaro is not just any mountain. It's actually a volcano.
Are you sure it's safe for us to fly over, Professor?
No, don't worry. Kilimanjaro is not an active volcano. It hasn't erupted for thousands of years.
It does seem awfully cold and windy for a volcano. And now it looks like a storm is brewing.
Quite possibly. Kilimanjaro has lots of different weather because it's so tall. It actually has 5 different climate zones. Down at the base, the bushland zone is hot and dry. Up from there, the rainforest zone is a humid jungle. And further up, the moorland zone is filled with bizarre plants like nothing else on Earth. Then there's the alpine desert zone, cold, dry, and rocky. Finally, at the very top is the Arctic zone, covered with snow and ice and freezing rain.
It's not safe flying in freezing rain. It could damage the engines. Looks like we'll have to make an emergency landing. Phew! Looks like the Octoray's wings are covered in ice and the engines are frozen. We won't be able to lift off.
You mean we're stuck here?
Yes, I'm afraid so. We'd better sound the Octo alert.
Dashie, report please.
Captain, we had to make an emergency landing in a freezing rainstorm. The Octoray's wings are icing up and frozen shut. With the extra weight of the trees we're carrying and the ice, we can't take off.
Understood, Dashie. We'll send a rescue party right away.
But, Captain, they're carrying tropical trees inside. They cannot take the cold for very long.
Salva's right, and the temperature in the Octoray is starting to drop.
Then we'll need to get there as quickly as possible.
I reckon once we get there, the Terragub 8 could spray warm water on the Octoray's wings to melt the ice. Hopefully that'll get her flying again.
Good thinking, Tweak. Let's take all 3 gups. In the meantime, Dashie, if the temperature continues to drop, see if you can reroute some power to make the Octoray warmer.
Aye, aye, Captain.
This is going to be one tough climb. Octonauts, to the summit.
Oh me, oh my.
Is something wrong, Tweak?
When I built the Terragub 8, I didn't think it would be climbing the tallest mountain in Africa, Cap.
If it's anything like us real elephants, then it will have no problem making the climb. My family and I climb Kilimanjaro every summer. I'll show you the way.
I didn't know elephants could climb mountains.
We can. Kilimanjaro's not a steep mountain. It goes up slowly. But it is a very high mountain, so you must be careful of the altitude.
No problem, matey. I've got a great attitude.
Not attitude, Quasi. Altitude. It means how high up you are.
I knew that.
And the higher we go up a mountain, the less air there is.
I'm not afraid of less air.
But less air makes it very hard to breathe. With such little air, if you move or work too fast, you could get dizzy and feel sick in your head and tummy.
A little tummy ache won't stop me from getting up the mountain. We've got saplings to save. The creatures here are depending on it.
You'll see when we get a little higher. You'll want to go nice and slow. After all, we'll need to make our way through the many zones of Kilimanjaro.
Right then, Wangari. Lead the way.
Do not worry, my little tree friend. Tunip and the Vegemals will look after you while we are gone. You will be in good hands. Flippers.
Barnacles to Dashie. We're on our way.
Understood, Captain. Oh, I guess there's nothing to do now but wait.
Well, we could hardly find a more fascinating place to be stranded. Just look at all those fumaroles.
Fumaroles?
Yes, they're small cracks in the top of the volcano where steam and hot gases leak out.
But it's getting cold in here.
Speaking of which, we should check on the trees. Oh dear! Drooping leaves can be a sign that a tree is too cold.
Oh. We have enough power to keep the hangar warm, but we'll have to turn off some systems in the machine room. It's a really tight squeeze. Do you think you can reach it?
Oh, absolutely. Tight squeezes are an octopus speciality.
Welcome to the rainforest zone. It was dry down at the base of the mountain, but it's much more humid here.
And that humidity supports all these trees, whose roots allow water to flow through the ground. More trees means more water.
More water also means more mud, and we're stuck in it. Oh no!
Ha! I guess the Terragub 8 doesn't like mud baths as much as real elephants do.
Don't worry, I can use the tail winch to pull us out.
I can help with that.
There is another path just beyond those trees. It's steeper, so it will be a harder climb, but it may be less muddy.
Me and Shellington will scout it out.
Try it now, Tweak.
I think it's working, but it's gonna take a while.
Oh, perhaps I should check on the Vegemals. Selva to Tunip, how is the planting going?
Oh, keeper.
We're sorry. It's been so dry, there's nothing left to eat in our part of the forest. And those tiny leaves look so soft and tasty. Oh, thank you. You've made some hungry sight monkeys very happy.
You're welcome.
Aha! No mud on the trail so far.
Cut it out. Get off of me. Stop.
But I do spy a creature in trouble. Keep scouting ahead while I sort this out, matey.
But, I haven't driven the Pterogup 2 before.
You're getting me all stinky.
You're already stinky, friend, and I'm making you smell great.
All right, calm down. Oh, shiver me whiskers. What's that smell?
It's the delightful smell of me. I'm a civet. Oh, there are lots of bad-smelling things in the world. Overripe fruit, rotten logs, and especially pangolins, like him.
I only smell bad when I'm scared. It's supposed to keep other creatures away.
Yes, but it's my civet duty to make everything smell just as wonderful as I do. And now everyone will know that I've done my duty, especially other civets.
Quasi, where's the stop button?
Oh, that is the biggest pangolin I've ever seen.
That's not a pangolin. That's a pterogup.
I need to make you smell wonderful.
Quasi, I can't control it.
Hold still.
Don't worry, matey. I got this.
Ah, I've reached the main panel, Dashy. There, how's that?
That's the hot cocoa dispenser.
Oh, yes, of course. Is the heater working now?
That's it. It's getting warmer. Well done, Professor. This is the moorland zone. My family comes up here in the hot summer months because it's much cooler. And for some reason, the plants up here are bigger and tastier than the ones further down the mountain.
That is because the soil here is better for plants like that giant groundsel. They do not grow anywhere else on Earth. I wish we had time to collect a sample.
We've got a creature to rescue first. There's a lioness over there, and she's picking on a porcupine.
Lions don't usually hunt this far up the mountain. This one must be very hungry to tangle with a crested porcupine.
What?
Quasi?
Be careful, Quasi.
Avast ye! Scallywag!
There! Leave me alone! That's what happens when you startle a porcupine.
My name is Peso, and I'm a medic. I can help remove that quill from your paw. But you won't try to bite me, will you?
No, I promise. Please just get this thing out of my paw.
All right, hold still. There.
Thank you. I'm heading back to the savannah. I can't catch anything to eat up here.
Now that we're here, let's get a plant sample for Silver.
Careful, Quasi. Remember what Wangari said about taking it slow. We're much higher up the mountain than we were before.
Oh, nothing to it, me hearties. Just feeling a little winded. Oh, thanks, matey.
Quasi, are you all right? You're breathing awfully hard.
You'd better take it easy. We don't want you getting sick from being this high up the mountain.
While you rest, I will check on the Vegemals and their tree planting at the base of the mountain. Tunip, how are the saplings doing?
Oh, hey, you guys got any more of those tasty plants?
We mole rats love to nibble on the roots. It's been too dry here for the food we eat to grow, so we're really hungry.
Oh, even better. Oh,
Thanks. You'll have to go the rest of the way without me. We're in the Alpine Desert Zone. There's not enough air up here for a big animal like me. This path will lead you right to the summit. Good luck, Octonauts.
thank you for all your help.
Farewell!
Adios!
Goodbye.
Saving power was an excellent idea, Dashy. Not only is it keeping the trees healthy, but it's keeping us nice and warm as well. Oh dear, what was that?
I think the Octoray moved. Making the Octoray warmer is melting the ice underneath us. We're sliding into the crater. But maybe we can get one of the rotors to break free if we give it all the power. It's working!
Oh, well done, Dashy. We're saved.
Oh, but we're using up a lot of power. We can't keep the trees warm and run the rotor at the same time. Captain, we're running out of time. It's taking all our power to keep from sliding into the crater.
We're almost at the summit, Dashy. But there's a rock slide on the trail. We're clearing it as fast as we can.
Please hurry. We don't know how much longer we have.
We'll never make it in time unless we move faster. Shellington, take over.
What? Me? Again?
Quasi, it's not safe.
I can't stop now. We've got to clear these rocks.
Quasi, are you all right?
Aye, matey. Just a wee bit dizzy. My head hurts, and I feel sick to my stomach. But other than that, I feel not so good.
Oh no, Quasi has altitude sickness. Help me get him into the Terragup 8.
The greenhouse will keep you warm.
And you should drink some water.
Shellington, now it's up to us to finish clearing the rocks.
Us? But, Captain,
You can do it, Shellington.
Aye, Captain. You can do this, Shellington. I think I'm starting to get the hang of this.
Excellent work, Shellington. The path is clear. Peso, how's Quasi doing?
He'll be all right, Captain, but he needs to rest.
Then let's get going. There's not a moment to lose.
There's the Octoray.
Oh, we're glad to see you.
Tweak, see if the Terragup 8 can defrost the wings and get the Octoray flying again.
You got it, Cap. Melting the ice now.
Tweak! It's working! The Octoray should be able to take off soon.
Oh my, not soon enough.
Wait, there's a fumarole right there. They spew out boiling hot gases.
Hot enough to melt the ice and let us take off?
Let's hope so.
Dashy, Professor, abandon the Octoray.
Captain, I have a plan, but there's no time to explain.
Dashy!
Dashy, Professor, you made it. But how?
The warm water from the Terragup 8 melted a lot of the ice from the Octoray's rotors. Then the heat from the fumarole melted the rest.
But it seems it drained what was left of the Octoray's power.
Looks like we'll have to find another way to bring those trees down to the base.
Remember, we have to take it slow to avoid getting sick like Quasi.
Right then. Octonauts, let's load up those trees. That's the last of the trees. We're ready to head back down.
But how will we get the Octoray down?
I'll be back to get it faster than you can say bunch of munchy crunchy carrots.
Shellington, would you like me to take over the Terragup too?
No need, Captain. I think I'm getting much better at driving. See you at the base! yes, I meant to do that.
Our Kilimanjaro climb was a great success.
Hurrah, the Panta!
Do not worry, Tunip. They are right here in the Terragup 8, safe and sound.
Quasi, how are you feeling?
Much better, Captain. Almost like me old self.
Glad to hear it. We've got a lot of tree planting ahead of us.
Huh? Let's get the Panta! Huh?
If you're willing to do all this work to save our home, the least we can do is help.
哦，糟了，情况不妙！队员们，看来我们得亲自动手了。